Hi guys, and welcome to top best games with gacha system of this year and upcoming games in future. And we start with Archeland. It's a turn-based strategy game for mobile and essentially operates very similarly to Fire Emblem, with incredibly flashy attack animation and characters moving along a grid with a basic attack command and skill that can be activated by meeting certain conditions. Characters can have different basic abilities, ranging from healing, dealing with AoE attacks, and devastating single target attacks. With so many varied units and the attack patterns, you will be able to build your team based on a strategy you want to implement and dominate the battlefield. Zenless Zone Zero is a brand new game IP set in a post-apocalyptic metropolitan city. It features an engaging story with a futuristic art style, distinctive characters, and an exhilarating action-oriented combat systems. Players will play the role of a proxy and embark on an adventure with a diverse group of partners to conquer the unknown enemies and unravel their mysteries in New Eridu, the last shelter for urban civilization. Players in the game take on the role of a proxy, a special professional who guides people in their exploration of hollows. A great many peoples want to enter the hollows for their own various reasons, and the proxies are their indispensable partners. Players will help them explore the hollows, battle their enemies, achieve their goals, and in the process learn more about their story. Honkai Star Rail is an upcoming free-to-play tactical role-playing game developed and published by Hoyoverse. The special program unveiled detailed aspects of the game, concentrating on the immersive interstellar settings and story, the intuitive and thrilling strategic combat, and vast map containing mazes and puzzles in this highly anticipated title. Goddess of Victory Nikke is an immersive sci-fi RPG shooter game where you recruit and command various maidens to form a beautiful anime girl squad that specialize in wielding guns and other unique sci-fi weapons. Command and collect girls that have unique combat specialties to create your ultimate team. Experience next-level shooting action with simple yet intuitive controls while enjoying dynamic battle effects. Project Snow is a narrative-driven third-person shooter. It's not a open-world game. Rather, it seems to feature instanced areas that you can deploy your units within, taking direct control of one at a time, and unleashing untold chaos onto your enemies. Project Snow follows the story in a world where working-age population is being reduced to none. The world has been stalked by an adulthood disease, and human civilization has suddenly been changed. In 2060, after the working population has been greatly reduced, a humanoid creature called Titan appear, and here the World Tree Company is tasked to defeat them. Here you will uncover the truth hidden behind hatred and tears. Genshin Impact is a free-to-play action role-playing game. The game features a fantasy open-world environment and action-based combat system using elemental magic, characters switching and gacha monetization system for players to obtain new characters, weapons and other resources. Players explore the game's large fantasy world called Teyvat, with over 54 characters and various points of interest spread across the map. The game features an action combat playstyle that allows the players to swap between 4 individual characters in a party to quickly combat attacks. Characters have control over one of 7 natural elements: Anime, Cryo, Dendro, Electro, Geo, Hydro and Pyro. Combining these elements using elemental reaction is encouraged to quickly defeat enemies. Tower of Fantasy is a free-to-play open-world action RPG. The game is set in the far future on the extraterrestrial planet Aida, contaminated with a mysterious but potent radioactive energy called Omnium. After a cataclysm that nearly wiped out human civilization and mutated the ecology of the planet. The player plays a wanderer that explores the world and fights mutant creatures and hostile forces as they advance through the story. The player fights enemies with various equipable weapons through a hack-and-slash combat system, where the player characters swap between weapons and access their unique attack and abilities. Up to 3 weapons can be equipped and can be switched at any time. Honkai Impact 3rd is a free-to-play action role-playing game, originally a mobile exclusive. The game is notable for incorporating a variety of genres, from hack and slash and social simulation to elements of bullet hell, platforming, shooting up and dungeon crawling across multiple single and multiplayer modes. Players control a team of up to 3 characters, known as Valkyries, in real-time combat against various enemies. During battle, players may freely move their characters around the battlefield and switch between their 3 deployed Valkyries in real time. Each Valkyrie has unique attack, evasion, switch and ultimate skill, as well as a type. Punishing Grey Raven is a mobile action role-playing game where players control a squad of up to 3 characters, known as constructs. Storytelling is presented in a visual novel format, while combat is hack-and-slash action-based, with the player fighting enemies in real time in various stages. The story of game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by corrupted cybernetic enemies caused by punishing virus. The last remnants of mankind have escaped of the space station Babylonia. The player takes on the role as the commandant of an elite squad of constructs, known as Grey Raven. The players will lead the squad to fights against the corrupted and other opposing forces to retake the planet. The game also features a housing system in the form of dormitories. Players may decorate and move in constructs to their dorms to improve their mood.